Happy Art Safari and happy Virginia Archaeology Month. My name is Emma and I'm the museum educator for Alexandria Archaeology and for the Office of Historic Alexandria. If you haven't visited our museum before, we are on the third floor of the Torpedo Factory Art Center, right across from Printmakers. So 2020 has been a very different year for so many people, and that's what inspired this year's archaeology activity, making a commemorative ware puzzle. If you don't know what that is, don't worry, we're going to make one together today. So when you commemorate something, it means you're remembering it in a special way. You may have t-shirts like these I have here that commemorate something, whether that's a summer camp, like the Alexandria Archaeology summer camp, or a team that you played on, or a place that you visited, maybe on vacation. These shirts have images on them that remind you of that specific time or place. And commemorative ware is a name used by archaeologists to describe a decorative type of pottery or ceramic that's made to celebrate or honor an event or a person or a place, just like these t-shirts that you have. Archaeologists in Alexandria have found many different examples of commemorative ware that were used in our city or even made in our city, such as artifacts memorializing people like George Washington, or celebrating events or honoring events like Colonel Ellsworth's death in Alexandria at the beginning of the Civil War. Some ceramics show places in Alexandria you might even recognize, like the Carlisle House. When these artifacts are found, they're normally found in many different pieces. Now, if archaeologists want a better idea of what something looked like before they were broken, or maybe if they want to put them on exhibit so you could see it as a whole piece, they sometimes put them back together again. And this process of putting it back together is called mending. When archaeologists mend something, it looks a lot like they're doing a puzzle, only with pieces of ceramic instead of normal puzzle pieces. So today we're going to be making our own commemorative ware puzzle. To do that, you're going to need a plain, or mostly plain, paper plate or bowl or cup. Anything you have on hand will do. If you don't have something like that on hand, you can even use a piece of paper that you cut into the shape of a paper plate or bowl or cup. You're going to need something to decorate that with. So I have markers with me today, but you can choose something else if you'd rather. Once we have our commemorative design decorated on our plate or bowl or cup, we're going to cut it into pieces, just like the pieces of artifacts that archaeologists find in the ground. And for that, I have some scissors with me. And then, just like archaeologists sometimes do, we're going to mend it back together again. And for that, we're going to need tape. I have Scotch tape, but you can use something that's not clear even, like masking tape or painter's tape will do. All right, let's begin. Let's make a commemorative ware puzzle. The first thing to do is to figure out what you want to commemorate this year. The design is completely up to you. Maybe you'd like to remember a fun day that you had, or a person that is important to you, or maybe you'd like to make something that shows your favorite place to go. I started by planning out what I wanted to commemorate before putting it on my final plate. I decided to make a design that shows one thing that made me happy this year, which was growing marigolds in my garden. I also added one thing that was new, which was wearing masks, and one thing that is happening right now, which is voting in the election. Once you have your design, add it to your plate, bowl, or cup. Cover as much of the white space as you can, including the edge or rim. That will make it easier to put it back together again. Now here comes the puzzle part. Cut out your commemorative ware into at least 6 pieces. It helps to make them a little zigzaggy. Mix up your pieces and see if you can put them back together again. If you'd like, challenge a friend or family member to try your puzzle. Archaeologists do this by sorting the pieces into rim or edge pieces, base pieces, which are the part that rests on the table when you put it down, and body pieces, which are all the remaining pieces in between. Once you're done, mend the pieces back together again. Archaeologists start at the base and work out towards the edge. When you're satisfied, use tape to finish mending your commemorative ware. You're done! Congratulations on making a commemorative ware puzzle. The next time you visit the Alexandria Archaeology Museum, take a close look at the ceramics in our exhibit cases. Can you find where the pieces have been mended back together again? Can you find any examples of ceramics that commemorate something? Thank you for joining me today. I hope you have fun with your commemorative ware puzzle, and I hope to see you at the Alexandria Archaeology Museum soon. You can also find us online at alexandriaarchaeology.org, where we have our other activities to try out. If you have any questions about archaeology in the city, you can email us at archaeology@alexandriava.gov. We'd love to hear from you.